Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Movie Social. We're your hosts, Ricky and Steph.
What up, what up, what up?
And today on Movie Social, we're going to be doing a spoiler review for the HBO Max series, The Head. And it's been out for a bit now on HBO, but I'm more than sure a lot of you probably have not watched it yet. But before we actually get into that review, if you like what we're doing on this channel with these reviews for movies, TV shows, video games, and anime, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share the channel and video with your family and friends. Alright, so, as this guy was saying, he says The Head reminds him of Among Us.
The game, yeah, it does. It just does. You got somebody amongst the people killing.
But you had multiple people amongst the people killing on this. Technically, you had about 3 people.
You did, but they weren't the main culprits, because the one guy did end up killing 2 people by mistake.
Was it by mistake, though?
I believe it definitely was by mistake. I mean, he didn't mean to shoot the girl. Because the gun went off. It went through the main culprit.
Well, yeah.
It went through the main culprit and killed.
But he pulled the gun out anyway, so
True.
when you pull the gun out, you mean to shoot somebody.
Yeah, or threaten.
That's my motto.
Or threaten.
So, I mean, technically, you had 3 killers. You had the guy that wanted to keep everything hidden and buried because he killed their mother to begin with that started all this.
Yeah, from being a pervert. Yep.
You had the guy, which, for what I believe, it was child pornography on his phone. Was killing people to keep that a secret. So they never really said exactly what was on the phone, but you knew
it was something crazy.
It had to be something illegal,
yeah,
highly illegal. And the only thing I can think of at this point would either be snuff films, child pornography, or
mutilation,
sex tapes,
or some type of mutilation or something like that
of people, or
yeah,
him spying on people with cameras in the bathroom.
Yeah, like it could be something crazy like that for sure.
But the way his character was and the way they put it, it probably was child porn.
Possibly.
Because that's the only one that I think he would have been trying to kill people over.
Now,
to keep secret.
About him killing people, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was weird because it's like, yo, why are you out here killing people? Like,
well, that's why they eventually let it know. It was whatever's on his phone.
Yeah. And then see, that one threw me for a loop. So what gave it away for me is when they was like, oh yeah, the lady who was died in the last 10 years ago. And that's what made me put 2 and 2 together. Like, it wasn't like, you know how like certain expedition they do a yearly or annually or whatever the case may be.
Well, this is all around the clock every year.
But they said, the last time it was 10 years ago.
No. That was the last station. That's when her mother died.
Yeah.
They were out since then.
Yeah.
It just took maybe a year or 2 to build up a station, but they've been doing it yearly.
Okay, but
for a while, it was just 10 years had passed since.
Yeah, so
that happened.
10-year anniversary. 2 daughters.
Well,
I
mean,
they mentioned the daughters for like
they had to get older because they was only teenagers when it happened.
Yeah. But then when they mentioned her daughters, they like put it to the forefront. I was like, this is one of her daughters.
The one thing that bothered me is the fact that nobody else realized that it was her daughters. Most of the crew there knew the mother. The mother wasn't around that long, but she had pictures of the kids.
Yeah.
So none of y'all really paid attention.
That is something that makes sense. The only person who wouldn't recognize the daughter is the main character of this one, which would be like the captain or whatever, the guy who's basically trying to figure out who's on.
Yeah, because he wasn't there.
He wasn't there. Yeah.
Well, him and some of the new recruits that were there first time there, I felt bad for them because they all died for nothing. They had nothing to do with any of this, and they all were killed.
The fact that she killed the person that she quote unquote was falling for.
Yeah. I'm like, that's cool. Instead of just letting them know what happened and not killing them.
Yeah.
But just to keep everything a secret, she had to kill him too.
And you know what? At the end, it felt like a moment, a Thanos moment. Did you succeed? Yes. What did it cost you? Everything.
Pretty much.
Definitely felt like that.
All I can say is revenge.
Yeah.
It's wild. But it really was good. For 6 episodes, they packed a lot in.
Mm-hmm.
I must say, though, it's got me interested in visiting certain places that have sunlight all year round. Well, not all year round, but almost 24 hours a day for so many months.
Oh yeah,
and
places
then
like
goes
Alaska.
dark. Oh no, there's quite a lot of places that's actually
Yeah,
thrive.
that's the first place that comes to my mind.
That's
Alaska.
not ice cold either, but they're generally northern, very up close to the north, so don't get too hot either.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, like
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the acting. I enjoyed the storytelling. I can definitely tell that. For a minute there, I thought he was gonna put two and two together to realize like.
I was hoping somebody would have got her before the plane took off, because honestly, to me, I think they could do a second season where they found the hole inside the gas line for the truck that his wife was driving.
Mm-hmm.
And so we know somebody purposely sabotaged it. So I'm hoping they try to find out who did it.
Well, they think the guy did it.
Well, right now, but if he denies that and says and confesses to the other stuff, why would he deny that and confess to the others at that point? I'm just saying if that happens, who knows for the season 2, or there's some trace evidence from her that leaves clues, or they find out that really was the daughter. That'll leave a lot of suspicion. You never know. There's a lot of ways it can go.
So I feel like, and this is another thing, right? I also feel like there was some slacking parts. Like, for example, like when he called the school and they verified her.
No, it wasn't a school though, but it was the
it was her sister. It was her sister.
Yeah.
But my whole thing is, right, in normal circumstances, and this is just, when we call schools, you get like props and all this stuff.
No, but remember, you forget. 1, this is overseas places.
That is true.
2,
I guess America, we always got to do things
got
difficult.
the guy, one of the guys that was there when the mom was killed, set this all in motion for her.
Well, yeah, the guy who jumped off the roof.
Yeah, he got her in to begin with.
Yeah.
And he gave them all the information and everything. So he made sure it was looking legit. So they had nothing to question.
But he did question and he called the school.
You know what I'm saying? He made it look like they had nothing to question. So when they called the school, if they got an answer and got the stuff back right over, they had nothing to question on it. Because it looked legit. So would you dig deeper? Now, if the cops start investigating, that's another story.
Yeah, I think the cops will eventually.
No,
I mean, they could do a spinoff where the cops actually do an investigation, possibly.
I mean, there's a lot of ways it can go, but catching her is going to be another thing.
I liked it that it was open-ended, though. Like, you know, not open-ended, it ended. I'm glad that we had like a...
Well, I mean, we had a resolution, but you couldn't still continue it.
Yeah. Some way, somehow.
But boy, oh boy. It was a lot of gruesome deaths.
Let's just talk about this man being a pervert, bro. Come on, guy. Like, she wouldn't give it to you and you kill it. I mean, you could tell it was accidental.
No, it wasn't accidental because he slammed her.
He pushed her. From what it looked like to me.
It wasn't pushed. He literally grabbed. He was squeezing on the sides of her and slammed her. That was intentional, and then he tried to say, oh, it was an accident and this and that. No, it was intentional because you could see the anger in his face and body language when he went and did it.
Listen, I don't understand, right? Wow, why?
White men in power. Always.
Say it again?
I said it's always white men in power.
Yeah.
He wants to think that they get to have everything they want just because they're in charge.
That is true. That is true. You see that a lot. In a lot of shows, man.
Like, I see that in real life, reality.
Oh.
Just look in Houston.
Yeah.
But yeah. There were a few things on this show that really was like, okay now. Particularly, man killing himself. I didn't understand that. So instead of just going to the cops and explaining everything, you kill yourself, let them do this killing and all that. I mean, if you wanted justice, just go to the cops. You got the evidence.
Yeah.
I mean, you gonna go to jail, possibly.
Here's my whole thing. This thing has been eating you for 10 years. Like 10 years. That's a lot of time.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like he could have been with the cops.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if it was eating you after like a few months, you're like, yeah, let me go to the cops. But 10 years?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, hey, different people can deal with different stuff.
But you know one part that I was excited for? I was literally clapping was when the guy tried to kill himself, hang himself, and they caught him. And I was like, yes, good. You don't get that easy way out.
Yeah, he said it too.
I was like, yeah.
That was definitely something that was glad that they did that.
Yeah, because I had a feeling he was going to try and hang himself. Because I'm like, yeah, everything is stacked up against him.
Man, really trying to hang himself with a tie, bro. I'm like, yo, he
Hey,
just trying to get out of here.
You try and kill yourself, you try to find anything.
He really trying to get out of here. Yo. He was trying to take himself out.
Yeah, but it's definitely a very good show. If you've watched it or plan on watching it, definitely check it out and let us know what you guys think about it. It's only, again, 6 episodes. It's about an hour long for each episode.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know what you guys think about it in the comments below. Until next time.